Like a ship without a sail. Yeah, whatever that song does, dude, that song is all popping. But it's seasonal event time, y'all. So that's why, I'm singing that song, because the seasonal event is here. So we got goodies in the shop. We got an LT Urgent Quest. So we got lots of things to be discussing here and get ready for the festive, spooky holiday season. But before that, be sure to like and subscribe. Helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. So as of today, the seasonal event has started. So as you see, we have Shimi over here dressed nicely in this nice little outfit, looking delicious as always, as she always is. And you will find an assortment of things within this item shop. Of course, naturally, you're going to see these tickets, which we'll go over the tickets as well. But the main things to note here, of course, are that there are star gems in here and that there's these Zelia weapons in here. Now, the Zelia weapons I spoke about, if many of y'all saw my most recent video where I was talking about how people are just trying to take advantage of people on the personal shop when we're getting free Zelios in the seasonal shop. So keep that in mind that you can get these here in the seasonal shop. You get up to 2 of each weapon. So this is great. These are already leveled as in limit broken. So the level to 60, they're limit broken to 90. So you don't have to do the limit break of 70, of 80, of 90, which is going to cost you millions of Meseta to do. So this would be a great option. Of course, now if you have a CV, you're going to have to level that from scratch regardless, because you can't transfer over CVs. So you'll have to do that regardless. But these are really good pieces to be getting because they're already limit broken. And this is a great way to kind of put you on track to trade in for a Duocelio series. Of course, these augments on this are not good. Do not in any way, shape, or form think that they are. Of course, the EX augments, you could keep these if you want. They're not really great EX augments, quite frankly. But they provide the 4.5 potency, which is the important thing. Of course, the Ladia Soul and the Half an Hour LC. These are LCs. Obviously, you should try to get rid of those if possible and put better augments on that, of course. And of course, this is only, this is in the maximized slots, obviously, because it's level 60. So you don't have the maximized slots. So you still need to level up to get the extra slots on there, so that way you can properly be geared with it. But they're free, they're already limit broken, so definitely take advantage of this. You'll also see down here that there's some Ectasis armors that are plus 60 as well. So these are going to be limit broken as well. There's also some Ajax armors here that are limit broken as well. So if you want to make some fodder material, possibly if you would like to do that, there's not really much point in doing that right now because there's no enhancement campaign going on. So there's not really much point to do that. But if you want to, this is also going to save you some money by buying an Ectasis armor, because we do get the upgradable Ectasis system next week. So Ectasis will be on the front page, right? Next week, because that's when we get the upgrade system for that. So if you haven't already got your Ectasis, then this would be a great time to get these as well. So that way you're good. You don't have to level that up. Don't have to worry about leveling that up. You're good to go. By bing, by boom. I'm definitely going to be grabbing these because I haven't changed over to 2 of them, but we're going to be changing over at least 1 of them with the transfer pass next week. I have 1 right now that I already have, but we're going to be, and then we'll have 2 next week. But so I'll definitely be buying 1 of these as well. 100%, because I'll save cost on not having to limit break it. And now from that side, you'll also find things like in master cubes, or master fragments rather, in here. You're going to find all of your your 4s and your 5s of your standard augments. You're also going to find all of your dual quest augments down here, which are great if you need them. So you see there's 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. So they got all of them in here if you need those for seasonal points. So pretty much they got everything in here that you would possibly need in terms of, playing catch up or getting things done or whatever. There's a lot of things in here. Of course, I always like to clear out the shops, and you're going to need seasonal points to do that. And we'll kind of touch on seasonal points, I guess, right now. Seasonal points, the best way to get them right now is, well, the most logical way to get them right now is by doing medial or outer area. Of course, you can go into a PSC zone, probably like deck space, and you can probably get it there as well. But hear me out, there's not a whole lot of reason to do that way, because right now you're not getting any benefit from deck space. None. You're not getting any benefit from deck space. So I wouldn't really recommend doing that. I think it would be more efficient to continue to keep doing medial outer area, because you're still farming for Evoluvolts and Prograde grinders there. So I think that would be the better option. However, next week is when we get the combat sectors. And then that's when you should be trying to farm in combat sectors and really getting the bulk of your seasonal points. So quite frankly, the way I view it is that this week is kind of like, I'm not really going to be going full ham at it because there's only medial outer area for me to really, that I feel is really relevant for me to get seasonal points with. However, next week, now we have the new PSC zone. We're going to have the materials in there. There's going to be just a plethora of reason to run it, to grind it on top of the seasonal points. So it's more relevant. You're tackling more birds with one stone. And that's the way that we really should think about and consider doing it, because it makes the most sense. So that's what I would recommend there, because right now, doing a PSC zone does not really give you any benefit besides just the seasonal points. Whereas we know that we're going to get actual benefits next week when we get the new Newsom plant. Now that aside, of course, we have the LTUQ, which is is a revamped version of the previous one that has the "This Is My Happiness" song. You have the one I was singing at the very beginning. Goodbye, like a shit without a sail. I don't know the words to it, but anyway, it's from Space Channel. But this is a good song. But this one's actually pretty fun. They revamped it, and it's actually very nice. This is always pretty nice because they have a gimmick in it where you need to get the proper color on your cannon. So they have that's a red, yellow, or purple ones, I think, of this one. Last one was like blue, green, and red, I think, or something like that. But in this one, it's those colors, and you need to match these colors with the mob when you're attacking the mob. So it's very fun. It's a very fun LTUQ. And remember that in my previous video, I say that LTUQs do happen quicker, well, urgent quests in general happen quicker now. So always keep that in mind, that they are going to happen quicker, and you'll be able to get more of these tickets, which we'll talk about in a second, for the seasonal scratch. You'll also be able to get progress grinders in there. They drop a good amount in there. So you want to be catching these because you get like 14, 16, so progress grinders just from doing the LTUQ. That's very good. And of course you get Everly Bolts as well. So it's a super good, super duper good to be building up that stock, to be making your Duocilio series as well. In regards to the Halloween scratch, you're going to have an assortment of items. So you're going to have your camos here, which are, of course, non-tradable on the personal shop, an assortment of outfits and things of the like. And, of course, at the bottom, you're going to have your 100 star gems, which is always a great incentive to be doing it, to get that select scratch count bonus, where you get the select ticket and then you can just get your 100 SG right there. That's how most people do that, by the way. And then also we have some limited time tasks. So you're going to see these here. It's going to have in master cubes. Per user, you're going to have 2 for in master cubes. One's going to be complete daily tasks. The other one's going to be earn the designated number of seasonal points. So these are going to be your master cube options from the limited time tasks that you have. A limited time, obviously limited time to complete, as well as these assortment of tasks up here that also give you things. So be sure to keep this in mind. Of course, if you're going for this in master cube 1 complete daily tasks, that means that you need to be kind of on top of your daily tasks. Doing these, you'll have plenty of time if you just do your daily tasks. You'll finish this far long before the 5th of November, which is when this ends. You'll finish it long before then. If you just play regularly anyway, you get on every day and you do your dailies regardless, then you should be fine. And that will give you in master cube if you still need in master cubes. Of course, for those who are not aware, do remember that there still is a quest that you can farm master fragments, which is good for, and that is the Griffin trigger. That's where you would want to go if you really want to just like hone in on just like farming fragments. That quest does drop master fragments. Of course, the DFD urgent quest also drops those as well. I would also like to note too that they did state that there's a known issue where the region mag does not display correctly. The boost that is plus 15% on the appearance rate, on the seasonal enemy appearance rate. Sometimes it can like duplicate. So when you go to your character and you look at the info on your character, that information, it will duplicate like so down here. As you can see, it gets pretty wild. So just let y'all know that they do know that this is a known issue. So no reason to worry about it. It still works as intended. Everything's working fine. It's just a pretty much a display bug. So don't worry about that. But that's why you're seeing all those. You're like, wait, hold on, wow. This is what in the soup tooth man panty is going on here, right? Anyways, But that about wraps it up for the seasonal here. Of course, it's nice and spooky here in the Alios, which is very great. So the key takeaways here are definitely the seasonal shop, the Zelio weapon that's already limit broken and leveled. Definitely take advantage of those, you know, because we're all trying to move to Duo Celio series, which you should be trying to do. The second most important note is definitely turn on This Is My Happiness and jam to that thing as much as you like. I'm joking, that's really not an important note, but either way, why not, right? yeah. Anyways, and then third note is, of course, that next week is when we actually get the PSD zones. So next week is going to be much more efficient in regards to farming seasonal points. So keep that in mind on how you may want to plan out this week and next week, and what you exactly want to go after. If you really want to go after seasonal points this week, or if you want to wait, keep that in mind. Is what I would say there in regards to addressing that. So be sure to like, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Much love. Holla. Like a ship without a sail.
Like a ship without a sail, without a sail.
Spike to content.